There's this thing called synthetic division. It's pretty slick. Long division is just the traditional way that we've always done it. You multiply, you carry, you bring down, subtract. Multiply, carry, bring down, subtract until you get to your remainder. What the cool thing about synthetic division is you don't have to do all the going down in the tree. All you have to deal with are the coefficients, and you get to add. So remember how we were like subtract everything. Well, with the coefficients, because you're carrying the signs of the coefficients, all you have to do is add. Okay, so um I'm going to show you, but there is a catch to it. And this is the part that sometimes students can get confused on, but I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So you can only use synthetic division when your divisor is a binomial. Remember, a binomial has two terms. It has to be in this form, x minus c. It has to be in that form, x minus c. If it's in this form, x minus c, then you can do synthetic division. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to pull what we did because this was our first example. I'm going to pull what we did, what it looked like, so we can compare them side by side. Okay, one sec. Okay, so this is on the left. That's the example we did at the very, very beginning when we did long division to show, and you see where we got the remainder of 0. We got the remainder of 0, and that tells us that x plus 9 and x plus 5 are factors of the polynomial underneath. Okay, now when you do synthetic division, you set it up exactly the same. It's not anything special. The only thing is you use the coefficients, and I only can use it if the divisor is of the form x minus c. Okay, only if it's of the form x minus c. Let me show you how to set this up. So what you do, remember I told you we're only dealing with the coefficients. And then this, what I'm dividing by, I need to make it look like that. So right now I have x plus 9, but I need it to be x minus something. Do you agree that if I rewrite this as x minus negative 9, it fits this form here? Y'all see that? So x minus 9, x minus negative 9, it fits that form. So that means my c is equal to negative 9. Do y'all see that? In order for me to use synthetic division, this has to be written in that form. Right now I have x plus 9, but I need it to be x minus something. Well, in order for it to be the same thing or an equivalent, this has to be a minus 9. So x plus 9 is really x minus negative 9. And so this is my c, because I'm making this be in that form. Okay, so what you do is when you write it in synthetic form, you have like your little house here, and then you list all the coefficients. So your c goes here, and then all of your coefficients go here, and then you draw a line and you start doing the math. So let me walk through this, and then we'll do some more examples. So my c is negative 9. Okay, we already talked about y. And then the coefficient on my x squared, that's 1. The coefficient on my 14x term is 14. And then we have 45. So you're only pulling the coefficients, okay? You're only pulling the coefficients, which is 1, 14, and 45. Your c goes here, and then your coefficients go here, okay? Then the first thing you do, you bring this number down, and then you're whatever you get here, you're going to multiply it to the 9, and you're going to put it here. You're going to get an answer, and then you're going to multiply it to the 9. You're going to put it here. Then you're going to get an answer, and then you should know if you should be able to stop or keep going. Now, once you get to the end, you're going to stop. But so you pull down the 1, and then you say 1. You say 1 times negative 9 is negative 9, right? Okay, so I'm going to write negative 9. And then you add 14 plus negative 9. That's going to give me what, 5? And then you say, okay, 5 times negative 9, that's negative 45. And then you say 45 plus negative 45, that is 0. And since I've gotten to the end of this process, that's my remainder. Now, all you have to do is now convert it back to using variables. So we took all of the numbers so that we could do synthetic division. We put our divisor, we wrote our divisor so it's in that form. So I'm going to put right here that we said C was equal to -9. So now what happens is you start, when you write the answer, you start writing it, this part here, with the degree less than what you started with. So if this is x squared, this row, like this is x squared, 14x, and this is, what do you call it, 9? The constant, sorry, to my 9. The constant, this translates, now you go 1 degree less, so this becomes now your x plus 5 right here. Let me write it like this. So this right here represents x plus 5. This right here represents x x plus 9. That's what that represents. And because I have a remainder of 0, this is my remainder. And because I have a remainder of 0, that means these are factors. I hope that wasn't confusing. All we did, we took the coefficients and they went here. We wrote this in the form of x minus c. Okay, we put the c here. The first number comes down, and then you take 1 times the -9, get -9, and then you add. We said 14 plus -9 was 5. Then we take 5 times the -9 and we got -45. And then we said 45 plus -45 is 0. And we knew that we were done. That is our remainder. And then whatever ends up here, you write it with the next lowest power. If I can say lowest power, you write it with the next power down. Because our dividend started with x squared, this needs to start with x. So it's always going to go down. If our dividend started with x cubed, this would start with an x squared. And then it kind of gives it away because this is a 0, that's your remainder. So then you work backward, constant x, then x squared, then x cubed for whatever you have. Let's do another one. This one, remember, we got to put these in, let's put them in order. So I'm going to write, this needs to be in the form of x minus c. Is it already in that form? Yes. So that means my c is equal to 3. Okay, my c is equal to 3. I don't have to say plus plus or minus minus, anything like that, because it's already in that form. And then I'm going to write it in descending power so that I can do the synthetic division, okay? Let me write my dividend. I'm going to write it in descending power order. So that's going to be 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 7, right? 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 7. And now I'm going to put it, here's my little, we said our c was 3. I'm going to write the coefficients. So I have 2, then I have -3, then I have -11, and then I have 7. Okay, 2, -3, -11, and 7. And remember, everybody gets added. If it helps, I can put a plus symbol here. Everybody gets added. So let's get started. We bring down the 2, and we say 2 times 3 is 6. 6, -3 plus 6 is going to give me what? A minus, or a positive 3, rather. And then 3 times the 3, that's 9. -11 plus 9, that's going to be a minus 2. And then minus 2 times a positive 3, that's going to be a minus 6. And then 7 minus 6 just gives me 1. So I know that I'm done. The last spot is always going to be the remainder. Okay, so I'm going to box that. Okay, that's the remainder. And then because my dividend started with a cubed, when I rewrite this, it's going to start with a squared. Okay, so this represents the squared, the x, and then the constant, and then this is your remainder. Okay, So now when I rewrite this, this is going to be, let me not do it, I'm going to do it down here. This is going to be 2x squared plus 3x minus 2, right? And we already know that this, come over here, this is already x minus 3 because that's what we started with, right? So then, and then this is our remainder. So when you write your answer, it's quotient plus remainder over divisor. So 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 plus my remainder of 1 over my divisor, x minus 3. And I believe that's what we got when we did this example the first time. So here's where we did it the first time. See, when we did long division, exact same answer. Okay, so I hope you're confident when you saw that, okay, this is exact same answer, okay? Now you see how synthetic division, it keeps everything right here. All you have to use are the coefficients and your C, and you're good to go. Okay, now look at this one. The first thing, before you even try to set it up, what has to be? This has to be a binomial. It's a binomial, but it has to be in the form of x minus c. Can we put this in the form of x minus c? No, because this is an x squared. Well, you can say, oh, what if I factor? We're not trying to do that right now. We're trying to do simple division. If it looked just had this, we could do it. But because this is an x squared minus 2x, I cannot make it into this form x minus c. I can't do that. Okay, so on this one, I'm just going to write cannot use synthetic division. And you're going to say why? I'm going to say because x squared minus 2x is not in the form of x minus c. And we can't make it. We can't make it. So you cannot use synthetic division on this one. On this one, you would use long division. Now, when we did this example the last time, we used long division. So here's that example when we used long division. See, you can do long division, but you can't do synthetic division. Okay, cannot do synthetic division. Let's look at this next one. Dividing. Okay, okay, we can do this one like that. We can do this one like that. So take a look. Is this in the form of x minus c? No. Can we make it in the form of x minus c? Yes. If I were to rewrite this, it would be x minus a negative 2 because a minus next to that gives me plus, and then they would look the same. So when we're looking at this one, what is our c going to be? Our c is going to be negative 2. Okay, and why? How did I find? Because remember, this has to be in the form of x minus c, and then this is our c. Okay, so that's where that's coming from. So that's my c. My dividend, what's being divided, right? My dividend's what being divided, descending power order, but fill in what's missing. So x cubed. I do not have an x squared. I do not have an x, but I have a constant. Go ahead and fill it in so that when you set up your synthetic division, you can fill in those place values. Okay, so I'm going to do our little bar here, and then do my line here. Pull only the constants, the coefficients. Sorry, pull only the coefficients. So I have 1x cubed, 0x squared, 0x, and minus 6. So far, so good. And then everybody gets added, right? Of course, right here, this is going to be our remainder. That's going to be the last step. And then everybody gets added. Our C is negative 2. So I'm going to put that there. And now we're going to do the math. So now the first number always comes down, right? So we have 1. 1 times negative 2 is going to give me negative 2. 0 plus negative 2. 0 plus negative 2 is going to be negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2, that's going to give me 4. Because a negative times a negative will give me a positive. That's going to give me a 4. And then 0 plus 4 is going to be 4, right? And then a 4 times negative 2 is going to give me a negative 8. And then a negative 6 and a minus 8 is a minus 14. My box is too small. Minus 14. And then that's my remainder, right? Yep, that's my remainder. Now if I'm switching back from coefficients to variables, because my dividend started with an x cubed, this needs to now start with an x squared. Okay, so if I were to rewrite this, so now if I were to rewrite this, this is 1x squared, right? Minus 2x plus 4. So far, so good. We know that this is x plus 2. And its quotient, when we write our answer, it's quotient plus remainder over divisor. Okay, quotient plus remainder over divisor. So x squared minus 2x plus 4 plus remainder over divisor. I don't remember telling y'all that this is the quotient, but down here, or rather this part, this is your quotient. That's your answer, okay? The quotient's the answer. That's probably why I didn't say it. And then, of course, your remainder. And then whoever's doing the dividing, this is your divisor. Okay? Cool beans. Cool beans, cool beans.